Hi guys, PJ here, today with another out and about video. As you can see, the Iron Giant, or its proper name, Bennerley Viaduct. Now this video is not really like some of the others. This is a more tourist attraction type ones. It's not hidden away somewhere, it's in plain sight. In fact, it's in Nottinghamshire. But the viaduct's history is quite extensive, so I thought I'd pop it on here for anybody that might want to come and see this type of thing. This is a grade 2 listed structure, so very old. In fact, 1877 was when it was built, and we learnt a few things about this structure actually from one of the park wardens that was just rambling around. So we learnt a few bits and bobs that aren't really on the Wikipedia, which is quite nice to know. One of the things is, well, first of all, as you can see in the video, where to park, it's not that easy. So when you come off the main road, there's a little fishing car park that I've just shown you there on the left. That is your best place to park. Then cross over the road and walk down the river. You'll start seeing plaques on the left hand side, telling you about the viaduct, and as you can see through the trees there it spans, you can't really miss it. It is a nice walk, and it is, in my opinion, accessible via wheelchair, etc. You shouldn't really have any problems until you get to the actual viaduct itself, because when you get there, yes, you've got a couple of walks you can do, but the actual viaduct itself, you do need to go up these rather large steps. So they're a bit of a problem because they're quite steep and there's quite a lot of them. They take you straight up onto the old viaduct, and the old viaduct itself has actually been sort of boarded over. So in other words, you can walk the whole length of the thing. Yeah, they've boarded the whole thing over, basically to turn it into the tourist attraction that it is. Now, originally they were going to demolish this thing, but as usual, it was too expensive. In fact, it was, when it was owned privately, it was actually sabotaged to try and get it removed at taxpayers' expense. So one of the columns that holds it up on the end, they did actually remove a load of bulk from there and try and get the thing to collapse and say it was a safety issue. So the taxpayer would have had to have foot the bill. Not very good, but still. Anyway, luckily for us, it still stands. As you can see, some of it is in a bit of a bad way. There is some rust here, there and everywhere, but it is really old. I mean, you've got to think of that sort of thing. It makes its own kind of noise. It's got a really weird, sort of creaking noise going on, and it feels nice. It just looks nice. It's a great place to go. You can see a train line there still running parallel to it. And the weird thing with this place is it stands on its own weight. So in other words, this thing isn't concreted into the floor or bolted into the floor in any way. Yeah, it's made on sort of columns, and its own weight is what keeps it on the floor from falling over. So it's feat of engineering that is beyond comprehension, really. There's nothing actually mounting this thing into the ground, just its own weight holds it down. It has stood the test of time as well. It's had quite a checkered history, in fact. During the war, a Zeppelin was nearby and basically dropped a bomb that was that near to the thing that shrapnel hit it. You can actually see shrapnel on the far side of it if you go having a look. There's a piece embedded in it. There's a mark on the thing from that, and yeah, it's quite scary. So the wooden planks you can see underneath it, they're actually the original ones from when they were making the thing, and the workmen would sort of sit on them and tinker away. But they're not actually connected to it, they're just balanced on. So you can imagine in the day making this thing was probably quite a dangerous feat of engineering. But it's a beautiful place to go. It's a beautiful location. You'll have seen the maps at the start of the video. Quite easy to find. When you come off to this side of it, this is all the old disused like warehouse areas and everything. There's actually 3 lakes right near the thing, and that was to deal with salt processing that they used to do. So it's good to explore, could have a walk round, and have a look around the place. But like I say, unlike my other videos, this is not off the beaten path. This is easy to find and nice to go and have a look at. But I thought I'd upload it so you could all have a look at it, see what you think. Like I say, get yourself over to Nottinghamshire and Erewash Valley, and more precisely Alresworth. That's where you need to go for this thing. But hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.